People often ask me, Stephen, what do you mean by welcome to your becoming? What is becoming? Well, becoming is coming into being, becoming enlightened to who we are. Even in the Declaration of Independence, it says, in the pursuit of happiness. But in reality, that's a false narrative, because we really don't need to be pursuing a different identity. We need to be enlightened into our authentic identity. That doesn't mean we don't need to shed all limiting beliefs. That doesn't mean that we should not learn more to achieve more, etc. But becoming enlightened means that we become in a place of greater well-being, of greater meaning, greater understanding. Over the last few years, I've studied hundreds of different luminaries over the last 44 centuries of written scripts, books, diaries of the most inspiring individuals that have addressed the issue of meaning, of one's significance, of one's purpose. What are we here for? And how can we make the best of it? A lot of that comes down to identity. How do we perceive ourselves? You see, when we say that we need to become the person that we're meant to be, what that really means is that we need to discover that person that already exists. The person, the identity that's not hindered and trapped and limited by the formative years of what people told us we could and couldn't do. It's about discovering our beauty, our enoughness, that we're already loved by the universe, by others, and by ourselves. We need to get that negativity out of our soul, out of our mind, out of our body, and understand that all of those traumas of our past, those obstacles, those alleged failures, are nothing more than electrical impulses in our brains and some chemicals that make us feel like our past is still real, but it's not. Our past is illusionary, it doesn't really exist, just like our future never exists. There will never be a day that we're living in the future, because we're always going to be living in the now. We're going to be living in this very moment, the moment that we're in right now. So we already have what we need to be enlightened. And it's okay to learn more. It's okay to discover. It's okay to shred the identity that has held us back. And through these conversations, we're going to continue to do that. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. What is the mindset, whether it be fixed or growth, of whether we think we can do something or not in the various aspects of our lives? I'm going to be asking you a question in a second. But for now, let's think about in our health and fitness identity. What are the things that we think we can't do? For example, I always thought I couldn't be an athlete. What do you think? Can you be something health and fitness wise and vitality purposes? What are the things in your identity that says you can't be that person in health and vitality? What is your current beliefs about that? What about in relationships? What's your identity in relationships? Do you say I'm a lonely person? I'm not lovable, I'm not enough? Or that I'm always just going to be in the relationship that I'm in or want to be in for various reasons? What is stopping you from that relationship that you've always dreamed about? And if you're in that relationship, how can you improve it? Not by pursuing someone else, but becoming enlightened to that relationship and your contribution in it? What about your career? What are your limiting beliefs about what you can do as a individual in the workforce and what you do now and what you want to do? What are your beliefs that are stopping you from that? What are your beliefs about wealth and abundance that are holding you back? Saying, oh, I could never be a millionaire. I could never be a multimillionaire. I could never have this. I could never have that. Because I am who I am. Because the history shows I can't do that. Again, the history doesn't exist. Only the now. What about in growth? Personal development. What are things that you would love to do that you've never done? What is in your belief system that's holding you back from that? Ask yourself that. What has happened in your past that you cling on to that is stopping you from achieving? I'm walking by a sign right now that says dead end. What are your dead ends that you claim that you have? Which are your limiting beliefs that you give yourself a sign. No one gives it to you. No one gives a dead end sign to you. You give it to yourself. You say, I can't do this. Going down that road is a dead end for me. Let's take that sign down. What about in spirituality, religion, and peace of mind? What is your identity there? Do you feel that you are close enough to your Maker in the belief system that you have with regard to religion, spirituality? Do you? What is holding you back to have a closer relationship with your spiritual belief system? With regard to your sense of community, contribution, and legacy, do you think you can contribute something valuable to others? To loved ones, to people you don't even know? What's stopping you from that? And what are you, in fact, doing now to help others? And what will you do in the future? It comes down to, who are you, my friend? Who are you when you say, I am this, I am that? We're going to have long discussions about this in the future. But for now, you're becoming. And when I say welcome to your becoming, it's becoming enlightened, coming into your being. You don't have to pursue someone that you're not out there. You have to discover your true self. I'm Dr. Stephen Rue. Welcome to your... Oh, boy, did I mess that up. Well, I'm Dr. Stephen Rue, you see, perfectly imperfect. Welcome to your becoming. And so, as part of this new book that we're having a conversation about called WelcomeToYourBecoming.com, I'm going to ask you to email me at WelcomeToYourBecoming.com once the links for that come up. Tell us your story about your identity, how you feel about your identity in some areas of your life. What has influenced that? What has influenced what you're able to do and not able to do? Tell us your story, because we'll be picking out stories to add to the book, Welcome to Your Becoming. Share your experiences. Help other people understand that we're all human and that we all can get to that becoming that's already within us. Thousands of people listen to my videos on a weekly and monthly basis. But you can change someone's life. You can make people believe in themselves. You can make people understand that their stories aren't isolated, that you can make a difference in their lives, and they're not alone. So thank you for being part of this. You could also email me your stories at team, T-E-A-M, at drstephenrue.com. I'll put that on the video underneath right here. team@drstephenroot.com. Please help others figure out their own enlightenment way. Together, we're making a better life for everybody. So I'm going to do it again. I'm Dr. Stephen Root. Welcome to Your Becoming. Until next time.